Why is everyone being so mean? And calling me fat. And telling me to eat my own poop. And my channel's only got 5k. And my hair looks stupid. And I only reacted to other people's work. Sorry, I was just drying my tears with the ad revenue of you haters. Beardos, weirdos, boils and ghouls. It has taken me a full week to record a response to this. Well, it hasn't. I've recorded 3 and none of them were good. We'll set the story. Casper brings out a video and he's very sad because of the anniversary of a death. Fair enough. I feel for you. But then he magically stops the waterworks and says debunkers. And then the waterworks start. But it's nothing to do with anyone specifically. Debunkers. It's not any specific debunking channel. But it's not Purple and it's not Mr. Grey. And Mr. Shape's already had a go at me. Mr. Shape? Uh-oh. You've only left one debunker available for everyone to scream, shout and bollock at. Now, the longer this has gone on, the more cynical I have become. My initial recording was, I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry that I upset you. But then it gets me thinking, why would you record that and why would you put that out? The upset part. If you've got the trolls coming after you the way you say, because of little old me, which is not happening, why would you show yourself crying like that and then snapping back into debunkers and then back into tears? And it looked like a Jim Carrey acting class. And I'm sorry, your grief is real. But you can't say 6 months ago that your stepfather was a complete bastard and then have a breakdown and then blame me for it. Because I didn't do shit. So what happened was, Casper had been on Twitter and been on Ghost Theories comments. And he saw a couple of comments he didn't like. Instead of addressing them like a responsible adult, he did a sympathy video where he started crying, then said it wasn't aimed at anyone in particular, and then slowly chipped away to show it wasn't these 3, but it was this one. Wouldn't actually say my name, which is fair enough because you can get in a little bit of trouble with YouTube for sending hate to a channel. So anyway, I thought he may have been genuine and people had just assumed he was talking about me when he wasn't. But the more time that goes on, the more I look at it, the more he knew what he was doing. Now, when I did the thing with the money at the beginning for haters, that wasn't for you people that came in and disagreed with me. If you people come in and said, hey, leave Casper alone, he's a decent guy, fair enough. If you people came in and said, you know what, you're horrible, Casper entertains me, you're alright. There are people that have come in and argued with me constructively, concisely, without name calling. There are people that have come in and done nothing but name call. And while you shouldn't be behaving like that, to a degree, I don't care, whatever. But then what happened was, there was a guy, he was commenting for 3 days every couple of minutes, and I had to ban him. My weight, my hair, my age, my collection, everything, just picking at everything. And then I saw him in Mr. Grey's channel, hey, go and check out this Beardo Get Scared, he's the guy that made Casper cry, or, I'm paraphrasing, something along those lines. And then when Mr. Grey did a support video, now bearing in mind, Mr. Grey said he supports Casper he supports Beardo. You can absolutely watch both channels and live a happy life without being a dick about it. And that's all Mr. Grey said. Now for all you people that came from Casper the only message in that video that I agreed with was hope not hate. And some of you idiots could only remember the last word and thought, oh, hate. Let's go. I assumed that once Casper became aware of the level of hate that I was getting, and we ain't talking about name calling, we are talking about racial slurs, homophobic comments, people getting real personal, real nasty. So I assumed, knowing that Ben had been in Mr. Grey's channel, seeing the comments on his own video, because this guy was in his video, telling people exactly where to find me, and telling people to come and throw hate at me. His words were telling people where to find me and to come at me, because we will not allow Casper to be bullied. At what point is my opinion of a man overreacting to scary videos bullying? This is like a get out of jail free card for every faker, charlatan and person I piss off on the planet. Oh, you're bullying me. I'm not bullying you with the truth. In fact, if you don't like the truth that much, maybe you shouldn't be making content on the internet. Now, what I said about Casper was an opinion, and it was an opinion formed by something Laney and Ben had put out. They'd put out a video saying, hey, Casper wasn't happy with our content, we've had to take it down. I reacted to that. And how did Ben react to them? They ain't my friends. So who's lying? Now, I know which ones are probably lying, because they can't get their story straight at all. Lainey and Ben. So why have I had to film this a week later and delete 3 copies? Because the first one I agreed with Caspersight and thought I'd messed up. The second one, I was really angry. And so I recorded one yesterday and mocked a lot of the comments. And I'm going to mock some of your comments today. But not so much in reading them all and ending up with a 40-minute video. More in a general consensus of what some idiots are using to defend good old Ben. Now, one person said, when you put up something and call Ben Casper shite, you're being as bad as the people that you're calling out. You've got a point. And you will notice that post has been changed from Casper shite to Casper site. But, you know, I defend myself and I defend myself with humour. But it's not funny to everyone. And I get that. So the negativity's still coming. And negativity is part and parcel of what I do, unfortunately. But I accept it. Caspersight is a good person. Would you fuck mind your own business? How do you fuck mind? You're same making money in YouTube on any format. Go to hell and eat you shit. I have never tried that delicacy. But I have never once tried to eat feces. F you, dude. Caspersight is a good dude. He will always try to debunk every paranormal video. Right, you're talking out of your... You are talking out of your ass. He does not debunk everything. He will do the and all that stuff. And sometimes going, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. See, most of you people coming in here assume that I've never watched Caspersight. And I watched Caspersight. I watched a lot of Caspersight for a good number of months. Because he was really, really entertaining. But after a couple of months, the same reactions, they weren't to my liking. And the other thing is, I used to play a game relentlessly called Phasmophobia. And I got jump scared a lot playing the game. But after a couple of months, those jump scares wore off. So I had to find a new way of getting scared playing the game. So I added a program called Dixper. And then Dixper stopped being scary. So I stopped playing the game. Ben is reacting to the same style of videos for 5 years now. And he is still jumping in the exact same way. He knows what's coming. Because he's been watching this stuff for 5 years. I can understand the odd one catching you off guard. But, you know, he says he's genuinely scared of these things, even though he knows it's all fake. Gorilla Madman, can we debunk the fact that your mum should have swallowed you? I mean, Ben, these are not even the worst of the comments to come from your community. For somebody that sits there and says hope not hate, and has done nothing about this week-long event of people coming in here trashing me, you're not showing much in the way of hope, are you? And while we're on the subject of hope not hate, how dare you, Ben, say that us debunkers destroy hope in a form of self-defense? You're completely wrong. You were completely wide of the mark. You see, Ben, you didn't do any research on me. People keep shouting at me you've done no research on Ben. I used to watch him. That's all the research I need. You did no research on me before making sure your audience came at me. And that's where I sit right now, is you did that on purpose. Is you've assumed that I don't believe in the paranormal. You've assumed that I am like other debunkers. And you've assumed other debunkers are all the same. That none of us believe in the paranormal and we are just here to shit on people. Not the case. Now, Mr. Grey is an open skeptic. He would like to believe in the paranormal, but has not seen anything to convince him of it. Parple believes in the paranormal. I believe in the paranormal. And I think that Shape has a very small belief in the paranormal. He just doesn't believe in the shit videos that are put in front of him. We are not allowed to have those opinions. We are not allowed to, let's be honest here, break things down with logic, as Mr. Grey would say. To take apart editing when people are claiming it's real. You see, you can sit there and say, oh, I know some of it's fake, mate, but, you know, I don't know, mate. But you can't then sit there and say, I don't knowingly react to fake, when Mindseed have become one of the most debunked channels on the internet and you're cozying up alongside them. Now, the twins are far more clever with not being caught. Far more clever. And even they've got caught. But still, they're on your list. You don't promote fake channels. Absolute bullshit. I'm sorry. I watch videos. Oh, this channel are really good. Really good, really good. Oh, I've watched a lot of their content. That seems real. Right, check these guys out because I think they're real. That is promotion. Check these guys out because... Wow, epic mate. Oh, Ooh, go check them out. That's promotion. No matter how you word it, when you are sending people to another channel that you enjoy, for comment that you've enjoyed, you're promoting. Now you can sit there and say, oh, I'm only doing that because I've watched the video and it's the right thing to do. Nuke's Top 5 didn't think so, did he? Now the biggest argument people have had in my comment section about all this shite, and it is shite, because it was manipulated, you were manipulated. But the biggest argument you idiots have got with me is, hey, why don't you get your own content instead of just getting angry and making content about somebody else? You're a grifter. Whilst you are sticking up for a reaction channel, who, guess what? He just watches other people's content. So while you're calling me a grifter and talentless and all the rest of it, guess who else you're calling it and you haven't even realised because you're too stupid to. That's right. Ben is a reaction channel. He doesn't make his own content, he reacts to others' content. Debunkers, to a degree, are reaction channels. We react to content, but then we break it down. And I'm sorry that some of your hopes and dreams have been shattered by the truth. But if you're the type of person that believes Mindsy can turn their back and turn back and 20 chairs are stacked up like that, there's no hope for you. Let me lay out a scenario for you Caspersight fans. A lady, we'll call her Jill, has just lost her husband, Roberto. That'll do. And she is in the throes of grief. Real tears, real upset. At the end of her tether. Maybe doesn't want to be around anymore. And then she turns on a channel called Mindseed. And Jill now believes that she can speak to Roberto through this. Or an Alexa. Or by paying somebody on TikTok $20 an hour to speak to her loved ones. And then things don't start adding up. In her own mind, hang on, that video didn't look right. Hang on, you've got the names wrong. There is a massive difference between someone like a debunker, calling the truth for what it is, and trying to push the real channels, let's not make no bones about it, and these guys pretending they can contact the dead on a weekly basis. Because they can't. There is no way they can do it. Because I watch the real guys. I go out, myself. I mean, this is the other argument most of you had. What would you know? You've never left your bedroom. This room is downstairs, my bedroom is above it. Secondly, I go out on paranormal investigations. And while you're saying I'm a piece of shit that doesn't know what I'm doing, I've just been to 30 East Drive, the home of the most violent poltergeist in the UK, apparently. I've just been there. I have been to the most haunted hotel in the UK and investigated there. I have been to castles, I have been to abandoned buildings, I have been to abandoned care homes, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Then I watch the channels that I scream and shout are the real deal week after week after week after week after week after week, going into all these abandoned properties where people are getting stuff thrown at them, there's things levitating, there's doors slamming, and do you know what evidence they come out of there with on the most part? 99% of the time, nothing. That's the real paranormal. That's how the real paranormal works. If it is real and I'm not crazy in believing it. But you idiots are all like, yeah, you don't believe in the paranormal, you just like to shit on people's dreams. No, I don't. I just don't like people being taken advantage of by these fakers. You're only doing YouTube for money. No, I never thought this channel would get to the point of where it is. But yeah, I make money off YouTube. What do you think Ben makes off YouTube? So while I'm a piece of shit, because I earn a little bit of pocket money from all this shouting at people, your boy Ben is making a fortune off showing videos that are not real. Now, whether he claims them to be real or not, whatever. I've given up on watching him a long time ago. And now that I've seen how he can control and manipulate an audience into coming at me without them even realising for the most part, shows me that everything I said about him was right. So for all you people in my comment section saying you need to apologise to Caspersight, no I don't. He has behaved in a way that is far more vile than I have. Because I didn't send any hate to him. I had an opinion, I aired my opinion, and said the words, don't go into these channels throwing hate. Don't go into these channels even talking negatively. And you people have said to me, hey, you're responsible for that because you put the content out. Right, fine, fair enough. Caspersight put content out that sent hundreds of people, that sent thousands of people screaming and shouting at me. So he is every bit as responsible as I am. He played his audience. One last thing, all of you people that have been throwing homophobic comments, racial slurs, things that should never be said about somebody on the internet because people get the doors kicked in, their houses firebombed over the shit you people have said. In defense of that channel, you are not making him look good. At all. There have been people in the comments like, I cannot believe that the community that I am part of have behaved like this. That's not me being a dick. That's not me calling anyone anything, doing anything I shouldn't be. That is some of Casperside's fans. I've seen some of those comments because there were that many of them, we couldn't delete them fast enough. The really, really horrible ones, you know? The ones where I'm threatened. The ones where certain phrases that should never be used are used. You people are disgusting. However, there's a larger portion of people that came from Casperside who were like, hey bro, you suck. How dare you be so rude? I'm good with that. There are people that came in that completely disagreed with everything I said, but they were polite about it, and that's cool. But when you come in and you're like, you're fat, eat shit, or telling me that I'm mind junkie, or people saying things like, my boy Casperside sticking up for my mans. My mans! He doesn't know who the fuck you are, get a grip. To people that have said things like, stop using Ben's pictures for clicks, etc. And I agree to a point. But what I do is no different to every other channel. I had an issue with Ben, Lainey and Ben, the twins, Danny, all of them. I put them all on the bottom of the picture, and I put Danny as above them, I put Ben above them, Puppet Master. And alright, I went a little bit over the top because I thought it'd be really funny to make him look like the devil. Nobody got the joke. Nobody. Lesson learned. Should I change that? No, because he clearly is the Puppet Master that I made him out to be. This comment was quite funny. This whole video reeks of envy of overpopular channels. You make me embarrassed to be Welsh. Then move, idiot. If you're embarrassed to be Welsh because I did a video talking about a channel that you like in a negative manner, you've got some deep-rooted issues. Go and get some help. You're a sad man negatively reacting to a reaction channel. Okay. There are people saying, hey, you've only got 5k subscribers. What would you know? Ben's got X amount of subscribers. You do realise at some point Ben only had 5k subscribers. And for all you idiots that are being trashy, horrible, narcissistic, disgusting people, all you've done is keep pushing my videos up through the algorithm. In fact, I did a debunking video. It was not supposed to have been released the day it came out. I messed up. And that video of a channel that a lot of people haven't heard of. And it was a little bit of a personal drama, if I'm honest. That video got 11,000 views. How? I'll tell you how. Because the Casperside Brigade came back. There were people that were saying things that Aaron wouldn't have wanted to be said. People attacking again and doing it in Aaron's defense, yet they've never commented on his channel. And then you immediately get this community's back up against what is a smaller channel. Now, despite the difference in content, I like Aaron. Aaron is a friend. Me and Aaron have had very private conversations away about all of this. And to a degree, he agrees with a lot of what I did and said. He disagrees with some. I agree with what he has counter-argued with to a point, and I disagree with some. That is how human beings react. But I'm a debunking channel, and I have always said, always from day one when I started promoting channels, if I see something I don't like, I will out it. I have to out it. Anyway, to all you people that came in being cool, I'm cool with you. To all you people that came in slightly angry, got your point across, but weren't dicks about it, it's not a problem. For you scumbags that were using N-words and the like, in the bin with you. In the bin. You're disgusting. And to the guy that was jumping across multiple communities telling everyone where to find my channel, where to send the hate, where to stand up for your boy, genuinely, I hope you step on Lego barefoot. And when you're bouncing around holding your foot in the air, you step on an upturned plug. Because you deserve it. To my moderators, thank you so much for everything you've had to put up with the last week. I mean, when I say the last week, I mean it. Some of them, for the first few days, were taking it in turns, in shifts, to sleep, to keep this channel safe. Because when people are throwing N-words and the like about, that's to try and get a channel taken down. Because YouTube does not like those slurs. Nobody likes those slurs. And they are put there specifically to get a channel taken down. So to my mods, thank you so much. To everyone that's reached out, thank you. There's been a lot of people behind the scenes that I interact with because of this platform. And you've all been amazingly supportive. Even if you don't agree with me, you've been amazingly supportive of the shit that was thrown at me. And I appreciate you. Last, not least, Beardo weirdos. Me and Mrs. Geek love you. Like, proper love you guys. You're pretty awesome. All of you. So, to end a negative video on a positive, everyone that's watching, pick up your phone, look through it, scroll through a name for somebody you haven't spoken to for a while that you love, and just text them 3 words. I love you. It'll make them feel good. You may get a text back saying, what the hell is wrong with you? Just tell somebody you love them. It could make the world a difference. I guess you could say, hope not hate. Much love to you all. Beardo out.